Welcome to this special divine transmission on creating more by doing less. Danielle here, and I'm excited to share with you some juicy energies and support and real paradigm shifts in the realm of manifesting and actualizing. So, at the time of this recording, it's about 2 months after the first inaugural run of the Magdalene Codes of Love program, which is really based on how to create epic expansion, sustain it quickly, and be ready to expand again, scale again, and create multitude abundance, that which matters most to you and you're aligned with. So, I wanted to share a personal story here. And I think it really relates, like when I tune into the energy and what those of you that are tuning into this are asking to really hear about, is that often with highly conscious and high achieving, high performing practitioners, coaches, healers, leaders, entrepreneurs, we're on a mission and we know how to get stuff done. And there can be like a lot of pushing and doing and striving and to-do lists that are longer than 18 people's arms. And that creation from doing is effective. So don't get me wrong, it works. And yet it comes at a cost. It comes at a cost of really what Toth and the Magdalens and I speak about. It comes at a cost of that multi-dimensional abundance. It it creates abundance in a few areas of life and living, and yet it trades those abundances for other areas. So you may have greater success financially, greater success in your business, and yet there may be a decrease in time with friends and loved ones that may have a toll on your sleep or your nervous system and your joy and your passion. And so one of the things that I really noticed for myself with this Magdalene Codes of Love was this real shift from overdoing, pushing kind of energy, striving kind of energy, to greater play, greater flow, greater spontaneity. And from there is a real increase in other forms of abundance, such as not only the areas that were going well, continuing to go well, yet other areas that are also very enriching and abundant are now coming up to the surface, not only as in an ideal world kind of a priority, yet in an actual, this is happening. This is the way that things are rolling. And so for me personally, I've had this idea of really having 3 analog days a week, 3 days of being offline, and to have my business really running and strumming and humming in my time online 4 days a week. And gosh, it's been probably a couple years that I've had that download, and I've tried different things. I've tried different systems. I've tried to be time efficient or plan or like stop myself from checking email on the weekends or whatever the things are. And it just it just wasn't happening. And with the Magdalene Codes of Love, like this just came onto the physical plane and really now is a given. It's a new way of being, this new template. So I know that there is really a time to push, and like if you're giving birth to a baby, there's a time to push, and there's a lot of support for that push that's happening. And then there's other times where, in the example of the baby, it's time to not push. It's there's resting, there's regenerating, there's rejuvenating. And actually, at a certain level of growth, the pushing and the overdoing and the exertion really slows down the epic expansion, and it starts to become a speed bump. And so if you're resonating with this and you're ready to receive and have more without doing more, and to really have a holistic abundance sphere that you are basking in all the time, I'd invite you to reach out to find out about this Magdalene Codes of Love program. We're opening the doors again for the 11th, and the results that individuals have been really phenomenal, including the one that I've just shared right there. Because what has happened for me with that shift is there's a greater efficiency and contribution, and profits have gone up, and then all this other cool stuff has happened with this other time. There's been more time in the woods, more time with my beloved two-legged and four-legged family. There's been this entire up-leveling of the house, of like all the things that weren't getting attention really have gotten attention, and everything is organized, and everything is in the house like has a purpose. There's no broken things or extra things. And there's just been this greater play and spaciousness and joy, which really is essential to be the multidimensional leaders in consciousness that we are. So I wanted to share a little bit about my personal experience from welcoming in the Magdalene Codes of Love, and how it supported me in shifting from overdoing and overworking to really, and pushing to really greater states of joy and passion and space. And the abundance just keeps going up and up and up and up. Okay, well, sending you much love and blessings. And as Toth and the Council always say, extending appreciation for your contribution to the evolution of consciousness, for it really takes all of us. All right, bye for now.